Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sanjeev Yadav, Assistant Professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at Government Women Engineering College, Ajmer. Today's lecture is Basic Principles of Radar. Before I start the lecture, I have a disclaimer for you that this PPT is used for teaching purpose and most of the material or contents has been taken from the internet, including pictures. The author does not claim any copyright for this material and no legal action is authorized for the same. Okay, now coming back to the lecture, that radar. Basically, what is radar? Radar stands for radio detection and ranging. Means it works on the radio waves. It is used for the detection as well as it is telling about the range. The radar. What is radar? Radar is an electromagnetic system that is used for the detection and location of the reflecting objects. It is used in the aircraft, spacecrafts, vehicles, peoples, and the natural environment. As you all know about the bats, they are working on the basic principle of radar, that they are just making a sound that is known as chirping, and that sound goes and reflects back to the radar. That's why radar, this way the bats work, and similarly the radar works. The radar is operates on the radiating energy into space and directing the echo signal reflecting from the object or target. The reflected energy that is returned to the radar is not only indicates the presence of the target but also by comparing the received echo signal with the signal that was transmitted. Its location can be determined along with the target related information can be determined by the radar. It can tell you about the altitude as well as the longitude of any object. It can perform the functions at a long as well as the short distances under any conditions. It can operate in darkness, it can operate in the fog, in rain, in snow. Due to its ability to measure distance with a high accuracy in all weather, it is the most important attribute of the radar. As the name reflects, the importance placed by the early workers in the field of the need of device to detect the presence of target and to measure its range. This is the basic principle of radar. Here, the transmitter is there, receiver is there, the antenna is there, and the target is there. As we start from the transmitter is used for sending the electromagnetic wave towards the target, and that is the transmitted signal. And from the target, the echo is reflected back towards the receiver, and that is the received signal as shown in the figure. As well as the antenna is used for the transmitting as well as for the receiving. The received signal then it is telling about the target detection and ranging. It will tell about the how much far the target is there and what are other attributes of this. Here the basic principles of the radar is listed in the figure, the previous figure. Transmitter generates an electromagnetic signals that is radiated into space by the antenna. Similarly, the transmitted signal is received by the antenna, means that the echo of from the target is received by the antenna, that is sent to the receiver, and the receiver is used for the processing that detect the presence of the target and its location. The antenna is used for only transmitting as well as the receiving signals. The range or the distance to the target is found by measuring the time it takes for the radar signal to travel to the target and return back to the radar. And the target is the location in angle that can be found from the direction of the narrow bandwidth or radar antenna points when the received echo is of maximum amplitude. That is for the stationary object. If the target is moving, at that time the shift in frequency of the echo signal is due to the Doppler effect. This frequency shift is proportional to the velocity of the target and which is relative to the radar, and it is also known as the radial velocity. The Doppler frequency shift is widely used in radar as the basics for separating desired moving target from fixed clutter echoes reflected from natural environments such as land, sea, and rain. Radar can also provide the information about the nature of the target being observed. From the radar, we can take the information in any of the medium, like in the air, in while in the snow, or in the when the atmosphere is very cloudy. In all time, the radar works. There are many types of radar which is from we are using the radar in the our airports. We are using it in the weather forecasting. We are using it in the military applications, and many other applications are for the radar. Thank you. In the next lecture, we will go about the block diagram of the radar. If you have any query, my mail ID is given in the first page, so you can send me mail regarding this. Thank you.